Alrighty, welcome to another Vintage Cube Draft. This is a 64-player single elimination draft. So this is the first draft. If I go 3-0, make it to the second. Let's see how I do. No power here, but fourth Eeyore Lingus, not a bad one. In fact, it's a very good one. Red, white, X, make X 2/2 human knights with trample and haste, and whenever a creature you control deals damage this turn to your opponent, you become the monarch. So fourth Eeyore Lingus is great because for 3 mana, it's a 2/2 haster that makes you the monarch. You could even go 1-drop into turn 2, cast it for 0 if you're going to hit them with your 1-drop. And then late in the game, it's just fireball you. But better because it's every 1 mana you spend past the additional 2 is 2 damage instead of just 1. So for like 7 mana, you can do 10 damage. And you're just left with a bunch of creatures. Excellent card. It is 2 colors and red and white combined. So a little committal, pick one, but that's okay. Fantastic card. The next best card is probably Flooded Strand. Oh, Mirage Mirror is an interesting new one, but yeah, we're taking fourth Eeyore Lingus. Oh, into Fury. Okay. I will take good red card tribal, I suppose. The next option after Fury, it's not even close. Gaia's Cradle is actually pretty cute with fourth. You can either play Cradle to power up fourth, or then later play Cradle after fourth and just have tons of mana, but I'm surely both gonna just take Fury here. So next pack, I probably just take Chain Lightning here. Yeah, I mean, Ponder's tempting because Ponder's good and some kind of Jeskai deck can be good, but I don't really see a reason to go into another color when Chain Lightning is a really good card. 1 mana for 3 damage, even at sorcery speed, even with a supposed drawback, which doesn't come up too often. I think that's good. It's also Mana Confluence, but I'd rather just take a good red card here. I'm pretty committed to being heavy red once I take Fury. I mean, I don't have to be, obviously I can switch, but Fury's a good reason to be heavy red. So taking just a strong red card seems like it makes a lot of sense here. The next best cards weren't enough better to make me move off of drafting red here. All right. Well, actually, this is a close one. There's Incinerate and Arid Mesa. Honestly, I think I take Arid Mesa. I like Incinerate, but a fetch land that can cast fourth Eeyore Lingus, both halves, it's pretty important. Because let's say I do end up aggressive red, splashing a white card is not something I want to do without fixing. And Arid Mesa will accomplish that. I could also end up, who knows which colors. It's early in the draft, so I think Incinerate's not quite good enough to commit there. Yet, I will still take Burst Lightning, because now we're back in a pack where the next best card, I mean, Lurrus is a great card. I'm just not really well set up for it right now. I have nothing that works with it, and I'm heavy red, not heavy white or black. So we'll do Burst Lightning. And, wow, Wasteland versus Abrade. There's also Robber of the Rich, but I think that's worse than Abrade, so I can rule out Robber, and I'm not going to take Savannah. It'd be like the other card. Or I guess Esper Sentinel, but if my only white card is fourth Eeyore Lingus, that's totally fine. So then the question is, Wasteland or Abrade? They're both pretty good. I think, obviously I would just take Strip Mine over Abrade. Strip Mine's so much better than Wasteland, but I think I'm just going to take Abrade here. I like having good interaction. Abrade's really good. It can kill an artifact or a creature, which means there's basically no deck this misses against because the creatureless decks have artifacts, and most decks have both. I suppose you could play against like a blue-white control deck or something, or Reanimator deck that has very few artifacts or creatures. But so here, this is a tricky pick because there's Light Up the Stage, but I don't have the really good low drops that make this card good. I'm kind of thinking I just take Mishra's Factory. This is a very strong card when you've got nothing else going on. You could attack them, and at keeping the Monarch, it's pretty nice. Like imagine I cast fourth Eeyore Lingus, become the Monarch, and then they attack, kill my things and attack back. Mishra's Factory could maybe save the day, so I like that more than Golos. There's also Godless Shrine, but I think I'd rather just take Mishra's, and I'll probably just take Zealous Conscripts here. I don't have to be super aggressive mono red. These cards all play nicely in any red deck, really. Manamorphose is just a little too weak for this, and I don't really want to take a double white card. So yeah, Zealous Conscripts it is. Wow, Ancient Tomb Wield. I thought that was like maybe the 4th best card in that pack. There's also Deceiver Exarch. I could take that, but Ancient Tomb is so good with 4th Eeyore Lingus, Fury, and Conscripts that we're slamming Ancient Tomb. Rampaging Raptor, another card I can use Ancient Tomb well with. So yeah, let's go. And Imperial Recruiter, which has no targets, versus Mana Confluence. I have a bit of a painful deck. I think I'm going to take Mana Confluence. I feel like getting to cast Fourth Earlingus in my mono red deck that has some colorless sources is pretty good, because I would like to play Mishra's Factory if I can. If I don't get enough fixing, I won't play Mishra's Factory, and that is totally fine, but keeping the option open is good. Oh, Seething Song is actually a pretty nice little pickup here. I have 2 good 5s. Seething Song is nice because it can power up Fury multiple ways. And Seething Song into Fourth Earlingus. Imagine turn 3. I tap Ancient Tomb and Mountain to cast Seething Song, and then I tap my Plains, and I cast Fourth Earlingus for 4. Wow. Rabbit Battery is like one of the weakest 1-drops, so I'm not too stoked about that. Oh, wow. 2 cards left, Robber of the Rich. Okay, red seems open, and I already have 2 red-white fixers. Yeah, this looks like a great start. Not a ton of the mono red cards got opened, like the, I don't know, Goblin Guide, Porcelain Legionnaire, mid-range stuff, like the 1 and 2 drops rather. Like Rabbit Battery is kind of poor, but getting Robber with 2 cards left, getting past a late Rampaging Raptor, like this is a good start. And this is a really weak pack. Wow. What am I supposed to take here? I just don't want any of these cards. I guess I'll just first pick a Runaway Steamkin. Horrible. But what are you going to do? Not playing Basalt Monolith. I don't really see a reason for Taiga. I mean, Mind Twist, I guess I could technically play, but hold on. There, get back here. No, I'll just take Runaway Steamkin. This is like where mono red is like at its weakest, where you open a pack and just the best red card is a card you would get with 3 cards left in the pack. Like this is a worse card than Robber, which I got with 2 cards left in the pack. But when you don't open any busted cards or good red cards, I mean, that is what you do. Oh, painful. Urza Academy and Urza and Oko, the whole deck. I'm going to take Fable, though. Fable's an excellent red card. That I don't mind first picking. And then maybe I'll wheel Char. I'd be happy about that. Okay, Glorybringer is a card, and I have an Ancient Tomb. So yeah, we'll Glorybringer here. Over Mox Opal, Raging Ravine, Hex Drinker, Dak, yeah, Batterskull. None of those things. Okay, well, now there's Goldspan Dragon. Kiki went the other direction, but I don't really like Kiki in the mono red decks. I've talked about this before, but when you don't have a lot of card draw, ponders and stuff like that, I'd rather not go for the Kiki Conscripts combo. It's not like casting this then untapping with it leaves you in need of a win condition. I might just take Goldspan. I like Mind Collapse well enough. It's the red Snuff Out. It's a lot worse because you have to sack the land. But Goldspan is really good. Like a little better than Conscripts though. I guess I have Seething Song too. All right, you know what? I'm slamming Goldspan. Plus, I think Mind Collapse has a greater than 25% chance of wheeling. I also don't have to be super aggressive mono red. I don't know. I didn't think I was supposed to take Mind Twist over Steamkin. It seems like, this is the way we're going. Oh, now there's a Thunderbolt. Well, I'm not taking another one. I think I'll just take Raugrin Triumph. It's a tap land, but it is red and white, which is nice. And I just don't need another. I can't play another 5-drop. I would be cutting Conscripts at that point, which doesn't really accomplish very much. The twin stuff did pass me by. I didn't take that late Exarch. I didn't take the Imperial Recruiter, and I didn't take the Kiki, so I don't think we're going that direction. We are set up for if we open Time Walker and Ancestral Recall, at least. All right, I'll take Sacred Foundry, too. Now that I have Sacred Foundry, Raugrin Triumph, Arid Mesa, Mana Confluence, white's been pretty cut, actually. We haven't seen a lot of white, as far as I can tell, or at least none of the really premium white cards. But now that I have 4 red-white duels, if I see good white cards, I'll play them. Like this deck can easily play both. You know what? This Rabbit Battery's not making the cut. I'm going to take that out. That one is too weak. Okay, so this is 6 picks in to pack 2. I like how things are going. Obviously, first picking a Runaway Steamkin is tragic, but I love Fire Blast. Fire Blast. Okay, now I'm feeling a lot better about the mono red plan because Fire Blast over Red-White Talisman, I think, is a pretty easy pick here. Fire Blast just kills you out of nowhere. Getting to, I could turn to Goldspan here with Seething Song. And the sick part about Goldspan, the reason I like that so much, is it immediately gives you a ton of mana. So even though I use resources to turn 2 it by like throwing away Seething Song, getting to turn 2 Goldspan means next turn I'll be able to cast anything I want. You know what? I'm going to take the Sneak. I don't think I'm that likely to play it. It's the same reason I don't like the Twin. You don't have a lot of card draw. I have a bunch of 5s already. It's kind of interesting. All right, I guess I'll take red-black Talisman. There's a chance this could be like a big red deck. That is wild. But I have a bunch of 5s. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't think so, but we'll have to see how this pans out. Incinerate didn't wheel in pack 1, but I didn't really expect that to. That card's too good in too many different decks. I wouldn't be shocked if I get back Mind Collapse. But especially with all these 5s, I don't even know that Mind Collapse is... I mean, I would certainly play it. It's not at its best, though. I'd rather sack my lands to Fire Blast and just take my opponent down. Ancient Tomb into Talisman. Turn to Rampaging Raptor. It is nice that I will be able to splash 4th Earlingus quite easily. Would I play a Plains? I don't technically need to. Oh, Academy and Oko are still here? Oh, painful. And Grib Monolith and Mightstone and Weakstone. What is going on? I mean, I'm going to take the Char, but look, red is open. I think I'm supposed to draft red. The first couple picks of, 4th Earlingus into Fury. So I technically could have a little bit of blue off of Mana Confluence, Ralgrin Triumph, and Arid Mesa. Is that enough? Yeah, I'm just going to take Hex Drinker. I don't know. If I end up with green fixing, maybe I'd play that. Savai Triumph. So another tapped red-white land. I don't even know if I'd play 2 in a Talisman. And actually, the way things are right now, I might just play 1. Maybe even 0 crazy. I don't know. Maybe I could have played that Mind Twist, but it doesn't even really go with the plan of this deck. All right. Double Dragon? No. Triple Dragon. If I get another piece of acceleration, I could see it. I'll take the Welder Dot. Passing a great artifact deck. Not even that I've actually seen that many. There was just that one pack that had all of them. Oh, a red-white Talisman. That is a lot more appealing. Okay. Come on, baby. What do we got? We got Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt's... I'm not going to complain about first picking a Lightning Bolt. Definitely better than Wheel of Fortune or One Ring or Dismember. Lightning Bolt's just way too efficient. All right. Slam that. Don't really think we're going to wheel anything out of that pack either. Look, this is just a high curve red deck. I think I'll cut the conscripts. I think I'd rather have the other dragons. This pack has Hellrider and Porcelain Legionnaire and Demonic Tutor and Time Spiral, but I could technically play Demonic Tutor. I have Talisman of Indulgence, Savai Triumph, Mana Confluence, and Arid Mesa, but this deck doesn't even really want to cast Demonic Tutor that much less play a bunch of lands to enable it, though I guess I'm playing most of them anyway. Whatever. I'm going to take Porcelain Legionnaire. I have a good chance of wheeling Hellrider. I actually think I'm going to take Mother of Runes here. Mother of Runes is a busted card, and right now I'm going to have at least 3 untapped white sources, plus plus Talisman, and potentially the Triumphs. Mother of Runes protecting one of your 5-drop dragons is actually the real deal, so I'm going to play Mother of Runes as maybe one of my 2 white cards. I still need a couple more playables, and I'd really rather not run Zealous Conscripts or Red-Black Talisman. There's Goblin Guide. Oh man, there's Underworld Breach. There's Itali. Seething Song Itali. I have Sneak Itali also. How crazy is it to take Itali here, honestly? There's also Pyretic Ritual that might wheel. There's also Monastery Mentor, but this isn't even the best Mentor deck. So if I play Itali, I'm saying, hey, I want to play Sneak. Sneak's kind of nice with these cards. I don't have much in the way of card draw, but I have some. The thing is, I think Goblin got a wheel. I'm going to take Itali, and I'm going to assume that Sneak's making it in. Oh, I'll take Bone Crusher here. I like that more than Arc Trail or Proving Ground. Certainly don't need another Triumph. This looks reasonable. With all this high-end, Sneak Attack actually seems like it's fine. Just burn them out. And I could even consider Zealous Conscripts at that point, though I'm not sure about that. Runaway Steamkin looks a little weak, too. We'll have to see. Oh, there's Swift Spear. There's also Showdown of the Scalds. I do like Showdown, but This deck does need more low drops, so I'm going to take Swift Spear. Maybe this Atali Sneak Attack plan is bad. And if I don't wield Goblin Guide, I don't wield Goblin Guide. I don't know. This deck was not looking like the best deck like that, but I guess picking up the Swift Spear is something. Goldspin can also help cast Atali. I don't know. Maybe this is actually decent. I haven't tried this really, but right now this is enough playables. I would just add 10 mountains, maybe 9 mountains and a plains. Also, actually, I might cut one of the Triumphs. Black and blue Triumphs are like exactly equal because they're both red-white. Other than that, right? I don't think I see a reason that I would care. Could have had a lot of the twin pieces. I will take Rabble Master. Love Rabble Master. It's great with Ancient Tomb, and it's just a great card. Beaumont Courier is nice too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Technically, I get last pick Beaumont Courier. I think I'm most likely to get last pick Baral, though. Huh. Glimmer Lens versus Expressive Iteration. Iteration off of 3 sources. There's also Bitter Reunion. There's also Red-Green. Did I have a green card? Oh, I had a Hex Drinker. You know, Hex Drinker is a messed up card. If I take Stomping Ground, I can just play Hex Drinker. Like, because I'll have 3 sources for Hex Drinker: Arid Mesa, Mana Confluence, and Stomping Ground at pretty low cost. I'm going to cut Savai Triumph, I think, for right now. If only it was Jetmir's Garden. I even have the treasures off of Fable if I need to. Wheel of Fortune wield. Sure, I'll take it. It makes the sneak plan better. Okay, Hellrider wield. I did kind of expect that. Oh, there's also Pest Infestation. This card's also really busted. Is that better than Hellrider? No, Hellrider's still better. Cut the wheel, I think. I could also... Maybe I just cut Atali Sneak and then put wheel back in because my curve's now lower. And then do I want all the 5 drops? I guess I probably do. Red-Green Talisman, Sylvan Library. Red-Green Talisman, I guess. I'm not playing Faithless Looting. I'm already a couple cards over, though. This is 33, so 7 more land is 14 land, which means I need to cut multiple cards. Well, Goblin Guide wield. I mean, we are going to run it. So it didn't really cost us much to take the Atali out of that pack. Oh, Arc Trail came back too. All right, let's take Talisman, Hex Drinker, Stomping Ground out. We just got enough little low drops. Let's just not mess around with it. And I still need to take a couple cards out. Maybe I take out Thundermaw as the worst 5 drop, and maybe I just take out Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is nice with burn, and I have like 6 cards that go to the face here. I think Talisman is good enough here, though. I mean, this is still 1 card over if I want to play 17 lands. I'll take a red-blue Talisman, I suppose. Oh, Beaumont Courier. I do want to play that, too. Okay, maybe I can get to 16 lands, and maybe I cut Steamkin, because I have a couple low drops that are colorless, which does make this a lot worse. All right, let's get to deck building and see. Alrighty, welcome to round 1. This is funny. I'm playing against Jakub, one of the guys on our testing team. Jakub is awesome, and I feel bad that I'm going to have to defeat him. Actually, I'm going to have to mulligan probably. I'm on the draw. Does have turn 1 Mother of Runes or Beaumont and 2 burn spells, but a 4 and a 5 makes me a little bit leery. Actually, I'm going to keep this hand. I feel like this hand has a lot of outs, and by that I just mean really a land makes this hand pretty good. 2 lands even better. We'll see. Jakub molded to 6 and has turn 1 top. All right, well, I don't mind seeing that. All right, let's go land. Nice. I'm going to lead with the Courier. The reason I'm leading with Courier is playing against Island makes me feel a little safer about running out that without having to run out Mother of Runes. We'll see if that ends up being a mistake or not. Let's attack. Well, kind of the same question. And I think, do I want to play Mother of Runes or something else? And I think the answer is still going to be something else here. Hopefully I don't get countered, but remanded. Painful. I took 3 damage there. Well, if I had another play, I would have played Mother of Runes, and then remand would have been a lot less good. But I think using my mana efficiently is nice. Next turn, if I draw another land, I can slam both Porcelain Legionnaire and Mother of Runes. Let's see. Jakob does a lot of the organizing for our team, and as someone who has been in that position, the original Team CFP, I was always doing that. It's like herding cats. So he's got quite a large store of patience and honestly better organizational skills than I ever had. So again, makes me feel bad that I'm going to have to mercilessly crush him with my mediocre hand and deck. I think that this deck is not super likely to 3-0. I don't know. We'll have to see, of course, but no pieces of power, and I don't know. Feels like nothing super busted going on here. Oh, that's not too bad, actually. Let's Burst Lightning, the Trinket Mage, play Mother of Runes, hit, and then if I draw any land, I can Goldspan here. So I actually think Seething Song was a pretty good draw, because even though a land obviously would have been nice, Seething Song is a pretty good way to have a good start here, or a good turn 4, I guess it would be. There's the Mana Vault. Also, if you play Odawara, you don't really have any other lands you want to play. So Jakob could have a tap land. Oh, Lion's Eye Diamond. That's scary. That takes it from like, hey, control that doesn't have something in play to like, oh, I could lose this turn to some kind of combo, or maybe we're going to see an Echo of Eons or something along those lines. Okay. Oh. All right. I just told Jakob I wish I had that deck. Well, there goes Echo into a kind of bad hand. I guess a land would have been a lot better. I just have an extra land in play. Let's see what we can do with our Beaumont Courier here. Mana Vault's being used? I don't like that either. What do we got? 7 cards in hand. Spinning top. Okay. You don't spin top with Mana Vault unless you already have a plan for the rest of the mana, I would imagine. So we'll see how that ends up working out. Burst Lightning, Abrade, Fire Blast. I mean, Burst Fire Blast is nice. I guess I can't even Fire Blast next turn. But I hope this game's lasting 2 more turns. Unfortunately, he used the Mana Vault. I was considering abrading it. Let's see what would get slammed here. Dream Halls? Oh, Urza. Okay. Fair enough. LED is back. I guess we're going to abrade the construct token is the idea here. Destroy the construct token. You can spin the top if you want, I suppose. And I'm going to give Beaumont Courier Pro Blue an attack for 1. I want to build up the Courier with more cards under it, and I want to get a point of damage in. And these blue-green decks don't have a lot of interaction, so it's not like I need Mother of Runes untapped. So let's do this. Pro Blue. And hit. Honestly, I'm not that far from using the Courier next turn, because I can go Burst Lightning, Fire Blast, use Courier, like end of turn, Burst Lightning, untap, float 2, attack with Courier, float 2, Fire Blast, sack Courier, something along those lines. Okay, Mana Vault, going to take Jakob down to 15, I assume. I mean, you could maybe untap it, but... And then... Let's see. Urza Saga. Ay, ay. This deck looks great. I hate to admit it, but Jakob's going to have my number here. Okay, what is this? A time spiral is my guess. The walking ballista would also be bad. All right. In response to time spiral, oh, we're going to sack Lion's Eye. That's an interesting question. No, it kind of depends on what's in the rest of your deck. All right. I will burst lightning you to the face. All right. Let's time spiral. And, well, we drew Fire Blast again. Okay, next turn, Hellrider, attack with everything. You take 3 down to 10. You block Hellrider, you go to 8. I can get you to 4 maybe. I mean, that's a lot of assumptions. Jakob has 9 mana and 7 cards in hand and an Urza in play, so I might not even get a next turn. Oh, Saheeli to go off with Urza, hard evidence. Generates mana because it makes a servo and a clue. Yeah, good luck. Into Trinket Mage or something. The only thing we're missing is Urza Academy, though. You already played Urza Saga this turn. The One Ring? All right. Need to draw. It's not looking good for me, I'll tell you that much. Unfortunately, Rampaging Raptor doesn't have the Questing Beast damage can't be prevented line, because otherwise I would be able to get past One Ring protection. I could still Rampaging Raptor attack Saheeli, or I could just play Fable plus Goblin Guide. I think I'm just going to play Fable plus Goblin Guide on my turn. All right, Fable. Just try to get the most creatures into play. We're getting Remanded, Spell Pierced, or hopefully, for my sake, it's just spinning the top and trying to find something. Oh, we're remanding, tapping the top. All right, well, let's go Goblin Guide. Pass the turn because Mother of Runes can't give pro colorless. It's not Giver of Runes. End of turn, spin Zit up. And then Jakob's going to untap with like 4, 6, 11 mana at the very least. Like, I am basically very close to 0% to win this game, but I mean, there's a Mana Vault and a One Ring in play. He's taking some damage. Obviously, he might not be able to close out the game in some way. All right, take 1. Take another 1. You're at 11. And then I have, I mean, with Hellrider and Fire Blast, I have the potential. So Hellrider does 4 here. I have 8 points of burn. Oh, man, Ponder. Ponder's mana neutral, thanks to Urza, Saheeli, and obviously between the One Ring and Ponder, finding a lot. Did choose to shuffle. I'm going to start dying pretty quickly to these Saga tokens. But, I mean, again, it'll depend a little bit on what his finisher is. Imagine if I draw Chain Lightning. Technically, Hellrider, Chain Lightning, Fire Blast is lethal without having to... He has the Academy too? Oh, man. Well done, amigo. All right, we're snapping up Ponder, I guess. Hard Evidence is, I think, a little bit worse than Ponder here. It generates an extra mana because it gets an extra artifact, but you'd rather get a bigger look, because you have infinite mana. Really, all we're looking for is an Upheaval or a Time Walk or something. Technically, I have the opportunity to like assemble enough burn if I get another turn and, you know, I don't just lose. But there, any sort of counterspell, any sort of Time Walk would do it. All right, there's a 10/10 construct and then 10 mana off Academy. Time Walk, he does have it. Oh, well done. This deck is sick. Look, this might be a slightly shorter video, but we get to see Jakob just go off with like the perfect dream blue-green deck. Do I want Zealous Conscripts, Thundermaw, Itali? Wheel of Fortune does not seem good. I guess I like Glorybringer still. Fury. Mother of Runes actually is kind of bad. Do I even want the planes anymore? I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white sources for 4th. I think that's enough. Let's put in Steamkin and then just go for like the higher leverage, like Steamkin as a higher upside play. I don't think I want Zealous Conscripts or Thundermaw. Don't think I want Sneak. All right. I think this is where we're at. Yep, 14th pick to Urza Academy. Oh man, what a. I think I would be a lot happier if I was on that side of the table. Not only is that deck much better, it's also a real sweet looking deck. Goblin Welder to mess with your opponent's artifacts is sometimes a strategy, but not really what I'm looking for here. All right, I could still win. Look, turn 1, Ancient Tomb, Talisman into Goblin Guide. Turn 2, Rampaging Raptor. Turn 3, Goldspan. That'll win a lot of games. All right, well, let's see. I'm sure Jakub's doing a little sideboarding to make his matchup even better. Maybe you side out a slow card or two for a faster card or two. This hand does not seem like it's going to win. This hand's pretty bad, but I don't think I go to 5 here. Put Arc Trail back. Lead on Raugrin Triumph. I mean, if I draw Ancient Tomb, this hand could be awesome. And even if I don't, if I draw a 2-drop or a 1-drop, like if I draw a card to play on turn 2 and then have turn 3 Dragon, I'm pretty happy. Wow, it's got Ponder and Preordain too and Snapcaster for Time Walk. Really just the dream. Now, for not being something that attacks, I guess that's okay. God, when this Goldspan gets remanded, it's just going to be so brutal. Okay. 2 on the bottom with Preordain and maybe shuffling with Ponder. Maybe missing land number 2. I don't think that's very likely. It's basically impossible to miss your second land drop on the draw with Preordain and Ponder. Yeah, we did not shuffle. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, let's see how this goes. Ancient Tomb. Very funny. Very, very funny. I'm not going to play around days. I'm just going to do my thing. All right. Send. Had I drawn the Ancient Tomb last turn and had a turn 2 Goldspan, Jakub would be at 12, and I'd have maybe a Fury in play. It'd be a lot different, but yeah, got to play the hand you're dealt. So what am I hoping to draw here? Oh, 4th Earlingus just by miles, I guess. Fair enough. Got a Bolt ready to go too. Yeehaw. I guess I'm hoping that the play here is like a creature that I can kill with Fury, since that would give me something to do. And I really want to cast Fury next turn anyway. So, okay. Talisman into Time Walk, sure. What's the play? What's the play? You've got a lot of mana now. It's your really turn 3. Obviously turn 4, but you took an extra turn. And have 7 mana plus haven't played a land yet, which could mean like an Academy land drop. So I'm not feeling hopeful about this. The game where I mulliganed in my first play was turn 3. Pairing my like kind of bad draws against a deck that's already so much better than mine is not a recipe for success. I could generate a treasure if I want by bolting my dragon. I don't think that I'm going to do that. And we'll find out. 4th Earlingus next turn would be for 5 if I just went all in. That'd be pretty good. Okay, we got to play. Trinket Mage. Okay, that's not too scary. Do you have something better to get than Sensei's Top, or are we just getting Sensei's Top here? We're getting, oh, we got Lion's Eye. I guess if you have Echo of Eon's Lion's Eye, sure. Makes sense. Okay, no play. Draw. Let's attack. I kept this hand and have not drawn a spell yet, which not really, I mean, I guess I drew Lightning Bolt, sure. Not really a great start, but at least we have a lot of power in play now. Technically, I have lethal next turn. I get to attack for 10 and then bolt, but don't think that's how it's going to go down. All right. No remand either, I guess. I guess it's time for Lion's Eye into something. The one thing is nice is if Jakob has Echo of Eons, I do get to go bolt you and have still, a treasure left. Reshuffle, maybe draw like Bolt, Fire Blast, Char, like a lot of cards there. So I could technically win the game if an Echo got cast, right? Bolt you, redraw, Char, Bolt, Fire Blast. I mean, that's obviously very unlikely, but it is possible. We're facing 5 cards, one of which is a Lion's Eye Diamond. We have 10 power of attackers in play with a Bolt to clear the way. So we have the opportunity to win the game next turn if somehow 8 mana plus Lion's Eye is not enough to do something. I mean, it could be out of gas. Like, could just have tons of lands or something. Who knows? Snapcaster Mage, Time Walk is a concern, of course. What does Oko do if this was an Oko? Because I think there was an Oko in the Academy pack that maybe there was an Urza, or maybe it was both. I think it was all of them. Narset. Okay. Are we going to Narset Echo here? That's what it looks like. Maybe we have to minus the Narset first. That would be nice. No. Because if we minus the Narset, if Jakob has to minus the Narset first, I get to bolt the Narset. Nope, there's the Echo. Discarding Time Twister, Snapcaster. Wow, okay. So we're going to Echo, leaving blue-green. Or double blue, I guess. All right, well, I'm going to bolt you in response. Can't kill the Narset. Go to 9. I draw 1. And now I have lethal out. No Time Walk? I mean, there are ways you could miss. Minus Narset into hard evidence. Well, that does mean I don't have lethal anymore. Still has Mana Vault also, so a lot of mana. Okay. We're using the Vault from the Vault. Aetherflux Reservoir and then hard evidence gain 5. All right, 4th Earlingus time. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, then there's Academy. Dang. I didn't think I was gonna win, but I thought I would maybe get to pretend I was gonna win for another turn, maybe go to a game 3. Now Jakob's back up at 20, 7 storm count, we're preordaining. Oh well. I'm enjoying losing to a friend of mine with a busted deck who he said he just drafted all the cards he sees me taking the videos, so I like that. I'll take it. In a Time Twister, amazing. This is just impressive. I've already lost at this point, but I'm gonna let Jakob have his fun. It's too good not to. I don't even draw because of the Narset. You're at 35, 3 mana floating. Is this lethal? Yes, it is. You just get Lion's Eye Diamond, and then I get Aetherflux Reservoir. All right, you're gonna get to pay 50 life on the stack. Already had the Lion's Eye Diamond. Sure, yeah. Let's go. Ooh, are you worried about losing to Fire Blast, though? Did you think about Fire Blast? Oh, I have no cards in hand. So, yeah, Fire Blast isn't going to do it. Pay 50 life. It deals 50 damage to any target. All right. And boom. There we go. Next time, we'll do better. Thanks for watching. tried my hand at single elimination, and I got singly eliminated. I hope Jakob takes it all down. I'm rooting for him now. I'll be back tomorrow with another draft. Maybe I'll make it a little further this time. I'll see you then.